Hi, good evening, everybody. Let's take a look at this game tonight as the Sabres are in Seattle for the first time in their history. Coming up. All right, folks, let's take a look at the game. I get there's been a cloud of dust with this trade, and we're just all coming down and actually believing this is finally done. But we, of course, got to get back in reality. So let's take a look at some notes I got down for tonight's game, because the most important thing on today's agenda is this game, and we've got to get a win out of here. We got to go on this West trip and split. We do got to get a split, I believe. So back to business, okay? Now, I got a few notes. They're going to be sporadic. I just wrote them all over the place because I do things like that. Now, Olofsson's out again, and this is just a precaution. It's not that they're not telling us how hurt he is or anything. It is a soft tissue issue, but soft tissue issues, as I know from my own personal experience when I had Taekwondo injuries, which were many, is that you've got to let that have its time. You do, because you could re-aggravate it and make it worse. Even though I know it's a soft tissue issue, it's basically a hard bruise, but it can become like a weak point in the body, and if he gets crushed in the boards or something or whatever it is, it could aggravate a huge injury. So on precaution, they're doing the right thing here. And let's face it, you know, I'm going to show you a reason in a sec. There's just no pressure on this team to win this year, guys. Everything's just gravy from this point on. So let's enjoy it. Let's just enjoy the game. Tokarski will get the start, and rightfully so. It's his turn, really. I mean, he's played good enough that he should get, I'm guessing, 30 starts this year. But we'll see. We'll see how that pans out with the health of both goalies too, of course. You know, and if UPL will get time or if Levi will get time, we just don't know, right? It's early in the season. There's no way to know. Now, both teams have lost the last two in regulation time, so this will be a battle for somebody that doesn't want to lose three. And we're going to be going into a game against a team that is trying to find their identity also, guys. Like, we know ours, but they're trying to find theirs. So we have to approach this hard tonight. We do. They're going to be ready to play. Now, for those of you that asked, I haven't checked all the notes in today's video yet because I just got in not long ago. Peyton Krebs will report to Rochester. And the bottom line there's no rush. We are not going to rush this guy into the lineup. You know, they might have... I'm not saying that's what Vegas did, but Vegas has a ton of injuries, and it was just the right timing for them to be playing him, really. So I don't see any reason to rush him. I get it. We'd all love to see him in the lineup, and of course, you know, so would I. But is it the smart move? Probably not. Let him report to Rochester, and let him get some conditioning stint down there as he prepares to maybe be called up for some games this year, which I'm sure he will be. Now, what Colt Granato said that caught me was he's looking for the hesitation issue to be resolved in this game before coming home, is the way I wrote it. But it's basically what he said, is he didn't see it as a lack of effort issue. He's seen it as a hesitation issue, which he's got a good point. That's a very good point. That is what I seen happen exactly last game, is we just kept hesitating and kept letting these guys stay a step on us. That's an issue. And that's really, in my books, is a fear issue. And they got to step on that fear issue in this game and just bring it home and go home with a 2-2 split. And we'll all be good. All of us will be happy with this road swing. I guarantee you guys, if we come out of this 2-2, 4 hard games off the schedule, we move on. Yeah, I'm hoping. Now, the Johnny Boychuk deal, okay? Guys, that I marked it here is it's just a $6 million cap hit. Now, people say, why did we get this guy who's retired, basically, has a $6 million cap hit? It really is, guys. His salary, if you check, is 1.25. I thought it was less, but I double-checked. It's 1.25, okay, his salary. And the insurance covers like over 2/3 of that because, you know, he's done. His career's done. And this is the last year of that contract. And all that is a safety net so we can play with the money without having to acquire somebody we don't want to pay for 2 or 3 years. Think of it that way. And it opens the door for us being able to have a fluid, revolving door with our cap and not having to worry about the cap floor all year. This is a smart move. It is. It is a smart move. So it's, majority of this is covered by the insurance. And if people are saying, okay, well, Wayne, what do they mean, future considerations? Future considerations means, I don't know, I decide I'm going to give you a handshake at the end of the year. Or I'm going to buy you a box of chocolates. That's future considerations. Really, that's really what it is. It's a loophole, guys. It's a legal loophole in the NHL to basically acquire for nothing. We're just doing them a favor, really. And they're doing us a favor at the same time where we can just open up the floor and keep it open all season, no matter what happens. So don't worry, we didn't lose anything to get this guy. In case any of you are saying, did we give up a third rounder or something? No, we gave up this. It's a virtual handshake, and Adam's made a future consideration that when I see you guys in the future, I'm going to give you a handshake in person. There you go. Or I owe you $1.50. Future considerations. All right. So that secures the cap floor with our problem of having too much cap space, guys. Feels good to say that, I gotta say. I love having too much cap space. Now, the projected lines for the game, okay? Let's take a look at this. I got a clip I'm gonna show you guys. This is something to see. All right, there it is. Take a look at our first line center, folks. That's it, Tage Thompson. This is where things are in this day and age in our team, and the team's winning. This is the crazy thing overall, it's just nuts. All right, first line. We got Skinner, Thompson, and Asplund. The second line, we got Kajula, Cousins, Hinostroza. Third line, which I like to call the energy line, who need to get their energy back now that Eakin's back, is Jurgensons. Gergensons. I'll try to keep doing it. Gergensons, Eakin, and Okposo. And the fourth line, Bjork, Ruotsalainen, and Hayden. Our defensive pairings are Dahlin and Butcher, Haig and Pizik, and Bryson and Miller. And there you see Tokarski and Anderson in nets, which, of course, Tokarski will be starting. So we're going to see how we play this game, guys. It's to the point now, I don't care who's center, I don't care who, as long as our identity is out there and as long as we're playing our game and as long as we're full of energy and pep and just aggression and we're going at these guys today, I'll be proud and happy regardless. I don't want to see last game happen again. I don't want to see a copy-paste of last game because last game really was frustrating for me to watch. It really was. It was annoying because I found that they've given us too much proof to do something like that. That's how I felt. Like, you guys have proven to us more than once you're capable of better than this. No excuse. So let's see what we do there in our home ice. Now, I watched a game this year in its entirety when it was Montreal at Seattle. I was watching it that night, and Seattle's capable of a good 60-minute game because I seen what they did to the Habs that night and they routed them. So we've got to have our wits about us, and we got to be with our A game going into this game. We can't just go in there saying it's some expansion team or anything stupid like that, which I don't think they'll do. The Sabres aren't like an arrogant bunch at all. But I don't want them scared that their identities already went on vacation or something, or everybody's searching their pockets to see where our identity is. We don't have time for this. We have to go into this game, and we have to be aggressive, persistent, and really, our key word, annoying. We have to annoy the hell out of them in this game. If we can do that, folks, I'm sure we'll be happy by the end of the night. So let's go get them, Sabres. Let's go, Buffalo. I'll see you folks in the next video, no matter what. And actually, no, I've got another video coming up. My bad. I'll see you in that one, guys.